Hi YouTube family, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. My husband requested that I make some cook-up rice, and he requested that I make it with red peas, black-eyed peas and chickpeas or Channa, and I'm using the Guyana red peas, which to me gives the cook-up rice a very nice flavor and enhance it a little bit more. And you know what? New Year's Eve is coming up, and this is a perfect dish to share with all my viewers out there. I did many cook-up rice recipe, but it's a recipe that never grow old. It's one of our national dish, and I know everybody's gonna be preparing some very soon, so what a perfect time to share this recipe. So stick around, and as you can see behind me, I already start prepping, and let's make some cook-up rice together. I always start by soaking my peas or beans overnight for any cook-up dish. Canned peas or beans can work for this dish as well. Rinse the beans and boil them until nice and soft, or until you can smash them with 2 fingers. And remember, you only need 1 piece for this recipe. I'm just adding 3. Next, we're going to start with the chicken, which I had marinating for an hour. With some green seasoning, garlic, thyme, green onion, hot pepper, cilantro, and some oregano, salt, and black pepper. And I have some casereep in there. I'm going to turn my stove on, and we're going to fry this chicken to add to our cook-up rice. Some of the main ingredients I have here for my cook-up rice: I have a large purple onion, any onion can work, a good portion of fine thyme. If you don't have fresh, you can also use dried. I have 1 pepper here, but when I cut open it, and if it's not smelling too hot, I'm going to be adding more. Green onion, carrots. I like to add a little bit of pumpkin to add some sweetness to the cook-up rice. And I have some okro. These are frozen, but they're perfect to add. I have my black eye here that I soak overnight and boil until nice and tender, as you can see. And same thing with the red peas. This is the Guyana red peas. I already soak and boil them. And I have my chickpeas already soak and boil. I have here some black pepper and salt. Rice is one of the main ingredients. And freshly grated coconut. I'm gonna go in there with my 2 hands and wring out all the thick, rich creaminess from the coconut to add to my cook-up rice. And this is one ingredient that you cannot leave out from the cook-up rice. A lot of people think that coconut milk give you high cholesterol, but that's not true. Coconut milk is actually a good fat for us. So I'm gonna fry up the chicken first, and then we're gonna get down to cutting up and wringing out our coconut milk. I usually cook the chicken or any meat that I'm adding to my cook-up rice until all its natural water is fully evaporated and all that rankness is completely gone before I add anything to my cook-up rice. While my chicken is cooking, I'm gonna cut up my ingredients, starting with the onions. I'm gonna quickly chop up my carrots now. You can add any vegetable of your choice. What I love about this dish, it is so rich, it is so nutritious, and you can pretty much add any beans, vegetable, meat, or even as a vegetarian dish. It goes absolutely amazing and delicious. I like to add fresh ingredients to my recipes. I find that it brings out all the richness and all the bold flavor of the dish. And the most rewarding part, I'm cooking for my family, so I know exactly what I am putting on their plate. I'm squeezing the milk of 2 fresh coconuts to add to this cook-up rice. And this is exactly how my grandma used to do it and how my mom still does her cook-up rice. But of course, you can use coconut cream, canned coconut milk, or any form of coconut milk in this dish. All the natural water is completely gone from the chicken. I'm going to remove it from the pot, and I usually add mine halfway in the cooking process or almost done because there's a lot of mixing and turning in this dish, and I don't want the chicken to fall apart while I'm cooking. Please feel free to add your rice and all the other ingredients right in the pot with the chicken and continue the cooking process. It can be done that way as well. So I'm going to remove my chicken now. As you can see that the water is gone and I have lots of flavor at the bottom of the pot, which is good for us when we're adding our ingredients and the rice. So we're going to go ahead and add some onions into the pot with all that flavor. So we're going to mix in this onion with that nice sauce from the chicken and cook the onion for about 2 to 3 minutes. So now I'm going to go in and add my washed parboiled rice. I like to use parboiled when I'm making cook-up rice. They have the perfect grain and it always come out nice. If you're using white rice, you have to be very careful because it can get soft easily. We're gonna go in and add some fine thyme, as much as you like. It really flavor up cook-up rice well. What I love about cook-up rice, there are so many ways to make it. You can add all your ingredients at once and let everything cook. I like to add mine in layers because I find that the flavor lasts longer when you add in layer. Let's add salt. We're gonna add black pepper. We're gonna go in with our carrots and then give this a mix. So we add our chickpeas or channa, and now I'm gonna go in and add my black eyed peas, red peas, and we're gonna give this a mix. Add the pumpkin or butternut squash. I'm gonna go in with half of my green onions now and my pepper and really mix. Now we have all the different beautiful color and texture in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add my rich coconut milk. This is about 4 cups of coconut milk that I just squeezed out. I still have to add some more water. So guys, I like to add a little bit of casereep into my cook-up rice, and I'm using the Pepper Pot brand, which is a Guyana brand, and for some reason mine is coming out like thick like this. If anybody else is using the Pepper Pot brand casereep from Guyana, let me know if yours is coming out thick and like jam or jelly, because I never noticed this before. I'm not sure if it's because it's winter now and everything is form up when it's cold, but let me know in the comments if anybody's using casereep and experiencing the same thing, and if you know of a brand that is good, please leave in a comment and let me know, especially for one that can come out nice and have a good texture or a really rich flavor, because Christmas is coming up and I would really like to get a really good nice casereep. So I'm gonna leave this now to cook. As you guys can see, it's beautiful, it's colorful, and all the flavor is in there. I want to add a little bit of cook-up seasoning, but I'm going to do that when it starts to cook up a little bit. Our pot is bubbling up nicely and it's looking beautiful as usual. So at this point, I'm going to add in a few more things. So I'm going to add my cook-up seasoning, the rest of my ingredients, onion and green onion, and we're gonna go in and add our chicken to flavor up this pot. Nice and beautiful. Now it's time to put all that flavor into the rice. Give it a good mix. Let it cook on medium to low heat so the rest of the rice grains can cook perfectly well. And this is the point when I'm gonna add my okro to steam in there. You can add some spinach Today I don't have any spinach handy, so I'm gonna leave the spinach out. So while my cook-up rice is finishing off, I'm gonna fry some nice ripe plantain to go with that. This is always a compliment for the cook-up rice. If you don't have it, then that's fine. But I was able to get some ripe one this time, and I'm so happy about it. Today I'm making chicken cook-up rice, but you can add any meat of your choice. You can even serve it up with some fried fish or some fish cake. And for my vegetarian friends, it is perfect for a vegetarian meal. Just skip the meat or any seafood, and it is a healthy meal. You can add any vegetable of your choice. And just like that, we have one full pot of cook-up rice. I just turned the stove off. I'm gonna cover it down until I finish frying up my plantain. And I will be dishing out soon. All those who want some cook-up rice. And here is my finished product on a plate. They have the perfect color. Everything is in there, and I like to have mine with some tomatoes and cucumber. And even some lettuce goes nice with this, but today I don't have any lettuce, but I have my ripe plantain to make up for everything. Let's go in and have a bite for everyone. Time for me to dig in, guys, and we have oregano, red peas, black-eyed peas, Channa, all the peas. Cheers to everyone. New Year's Eve is coming up, and this is the perfect meal for New Year's Eve. Cheers. Or Old Year's, like we say in Guyana. I have to take my time to grasp all that beautiful flavor in there. I add the milk of 2 coconut, and it is so rich and so creamy. Oh my God. My husband said this was a winner dish right here. Everything is so nicely put together. There is not enough pepper for my liking, so I'm gonna burst this big one and enjoy with it. But guys, another mouthful for you. Oh, you don't need meat or anything. That fresh coconut milk makes a big difference. So I'm gonna sit down and take my time and enjoy this meal. And I hope you guys will give it a try. Take care. God bless. Love you guys. Bye for now.